The Supreme Court has stayed Assam FIR against YouTuber Ranveer Allahbadia, effectively saving him from imminent arrest as of now. Additionally, no more FIRs will be filed regarding the joke he made during India's Got Latent show. But this does not mean this controversy or his issues are over. No further episodes of India's Got Latent will be published for the controversial show without the permission of the Supreme Court. Allahbadia's case was presented by Abhinav Chandrachud, son of former Chief Justice of India D.Y. Chandrachud. While he successfully saved his client on an interim basis, the court has put several restrictions on Allahbadia and the show India's Got Latent, where Allahbadia made this so-called offensive joke, which took the entire nation by storm. However, the Supreme Court came down heavily against the social media personality for immoral content in his jokes. A bench of Justices Surya, Kant and Justice Kotiswar Singh heard Ranveer Allahbadia's plea to club FIRs and seek anticipatory bail against possible arrest by Guwahati police. During the hearing, Abhinav Chandrachud raised serious concerns presented by his client. Mr. Allahbadia had earlier this week posted on social media about his mother's safety, which was compromised due to repeated threats at a private medical practice. People outraged by his ill-thought jokes were allegedly going in disguised as patients, according to Mr. Allahbadia. In the courtroom today, Advocate Chandrachud claimed his client was also threatened with acid attack. He also raised a social media post where 5 lakh rupees bounty was announced to anyone who cuts off Mr. Allahbadia's tongue. In the last week, multiple social media posts have been made regarding Mr. Allahbadia's joke and how he deserves either jail or physical attack, putting his security and safety at risk. When all these points were raised, Justice Kant said, as in the threatening post, "Language is still better than yours." Regarding the bounty threat, another exchange from the court happened this way. Mr. Chandrachud said that former Indian WWE wrestler, to which Justice Kant replied, "Wrestlers are the most innocent people when you interact with them." Then Mr. Chandrachud added, "His mother is a doctor and people are threatening to attack her clinic." And Justice Kant dismissed it by saying then he should be ashamed, he being Mr. Allahbadia. On the threat of acid attack, top court justice responded, "You can make comments for cheap popularity, then other can also make threats for publicity." However, he condemned the threats. Later, the court also said Mr. Allahbadia, who claimed death threats to his family and himself, would approach Maharashtra or Assam police for protection of life and liberty in case of threats. He was also told he would not be arrested by either Maharashtra or Assam cops as long as he cooperates with the investigation or on the basis of a third complaint filed in Jaipur. Mr. Allahbadia was, however, told to deposit his passport with Mumbai police in Maharashtra's Thane and warned not to try and leave the country without prior permission of the court. Justice Kant grilled the lawyer as well as Mr. Allahbadia over crossing of lines, immorality and perverse mind, and vulgar comments. Mr. Chandrachud maintained that he cannot put up a defense for morality. At the very beginning of the case, Justice Kant declared that the YouTuber, aka Beerbiceps guy on Instagram, has something dirty in his mind and demanded to know why should the court entertain such a person. Quote, "What embarrassment has he caused to his parents? We know now from where he has copied the question there are certain societies where they warn who are not supposed to watch such programs, referring to age restrictions for TV programs. They maintain precautions," unquote. The court, however, acknowledged the issue of that threat, saying, "We have a judicial system, we are bound by the rule of law. If there are threats, the law will take its course. We are not supporting it. I am sure the state will provide necessary protection," unquote.